Sonic City is a really weird game, in a good way. Despite being the least known classic game out of the 3 games, it still has its own cult following. This game is full of weird choices and sound and overall vibe. I think that's probably why I dig it the most out of the classics. So in this video I'll try to talk about some odd or things that probably most players don't notice in the game, or at least things that took some while to know about in this game. I won't go into everything or every zone. I'll just gonna mention things that most people don't know about, but that's not the only thing that I'll talk about in this video. So how about we start with the first zone, Palm Tree Panic. This one is kinda known since it's the first zone, but in Palm Tree Panic Act 1, in this upper platform you can go through this wall. It's also a good way to time travel. You can go through it in the present and past, but can in the good and bad future. Also in the past of Palm Tree Panic, you can find these bouncy things and they can even help you time travel. Collision Chaos has a cool routes and tricks. One of my favorites is these bouncy platforms that teaches you how to jump on them. And by pressing on the jump button, it bounces you even further. Now of course you could jump over it, it's not mandatory. But honestly, I do love the amount of ways you could approach some obstacles in this zone. If you're in the future and you didn't want to use your time travel, you could actually use these as another way to get over the platform. Now of course you can still run over it, but I don't know, I find this more challenging and fun. And this one is even more cooler. In Act 3 of Collision Chaos Boss, at the bottom of the boss fight, you can see this green switch. If you jump on it, you'll see this light. Do it 2 more times and then platform will spawn below, preventing you from falling into this spike. This actually blew my mind as a person who played this game for like 100 times already. You ever love playing Sonic games but you always stop at a water level and you wish you could have skipped them? No? Well, too bad, you're learning it anyway. At the start of Act 1, you can run here and charge the super peel out back at the top of the beginning, and just before you reach the top, you can press jump and hit right on one of these dragonflies. That will ascend you to the roof, and if you think that's all, there is more to it. Hitting this exact spot and hitting the spin dash, it'll perfectly hit the ring monitor and land you on the very end of the act. Also, another notable thing is the tubes in Act 1. And did you know you could control the speed of it by hitting the way you're heading? And also these green platforms that I never paid attention in the past. I used to think that only moves if you jump, but they only move if you hit the left or the right, but not the middle. Another small detail I think most people didn't notice in this zone is that you can actually tell the difference between a moving platform and a walking workbench. The ones that flashes with the red light are actually a moving platform, what that doesn't flash are not moving. So there is this cool skip that leads to an easy pass sign in Act 2. This one is the oldest one I know and overall my favorite. At the end of Stardust Speedway Act 3, after you defeat Metal, you could free Amy by jumping on her. Or can you? Well, you could technically free her without the need to jump on her. Just jump on the wall on the right and you could walk on the wall, landing on Amy and freeing her. And that's not all. If you go to the far left, you can actually prevent her from hugging you. I've been doing this trick for years and I'll be surprised if not many people know this. And lastly, for Metallic Madness, this one is a bit well known, but I feel like mentioning it anyway. If you ever felt like Act 2 drags for too long, well, you could actually skip it. By going to the upper path to this exact place and charging this super peel out and pressing jump at the very end, you'll be able to go up. Once you'll have to press jump over this pit again until you reach these launchers, which you'll have to stand on the right one and charge the super peel out again. This one requires some timing, but once you'll do it, you'll skip the entirety of Metallic Madness Act 2. And that's every small odd thing I noticed in CD. It's not the most obscure thing in this game, but I feel like making this short video about talking about these things that I think most people don't talk about. And of course, this wouldn't be a Sonic CD video without showing some time travel trick. So to end this video, I'll show off some cool and neat time trick methods that I learned over the years of playing this game. So enjoy.